हरे कृष्ण। जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा कुंज बिहारी जय गोपी जना वल्लभा जय गिरिवरधारी जय गिरिवरधारी जय गोपी जना वल्लभा जय गिरिवर यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजना यशोदानंदन यशोदानंदन व्रज जनरंजना यशोदा यमुना तीरा बनचारी यमुना तीरा बनचारी यमुना तीरा जय राधा माधव जय कुंज बिहारी जय राधा माधव हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्णा हरे राम हरे हरे कृष्णा 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Jaya Radha Madhav, Jaya Panchatattva, Jaya Nrsingadev, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Radha Madhav Panchatattva, Jaya Nrsingadev, Jaya Prahlad Maharaj. Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya. जय ओम विष्णुपाद परम से प्रयोजकाचार्य अष्टोत्तर सत्य श्री श्रीमद इस डिवाइन ग्रेस अवै चरणानंद भक्तिवंत स्वामी श्रील प्रभुपाद की, ग्रंथराज श्रीमद् भागवतम की, समवेत गौर भक्त वृंद की. ऑल ग्लोरीज फॉर समल डिवोटीज हरे कृष्णा, ऑल ग्लोरीज फॉर समल डिवोटीज हरे कृष्णा, ऑल ग्लोरीज फॉर समल डिवोटीज हरे कृष्णा, ऑल ग्लोरीज टू श्री गुरु एंड श्री गौरांगा, ऑल ग्लोरीज टू श्रील प्रभुपाद. जय श्रील प्रभुपाद. निगमकल्पतरोर्घलितं फलं सुखमुखादमृतद्रवसंयुतं पिबत भागवतं रसमालयं मुहुरहो रसिका भुवि भावुकाः. नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयमुदीरयेत्. नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भगवती उत्तमश्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय. Hare Krishna. So we are going to discuss the last verse of the 16th chapter. The chapter is titled Jaya and Vijaya cursed by the sages. The 37th verse. It's little complex for me to do this in a tune. I'll try. viśvasya sthiti-layodbhava-hetur ādyo. yogeśvarair duratyaya-yogamāyaḥ. kṣemaṁ vidhāsyati sano bhagavāṁs tryadhīśas. tatrāsmadīya-vimṛśena kiyān ihārthaḥ. viśvasya sthiti-layodbhava-hetur ādyo. yogeśvarair duratyaya-yogamāyaḥ. kṣemaṁ vidhāsyati sano bhagavāns tryadhīśas. tatrāsmadīya-vimṛśena kiyān ihārthaḥ. viśvasya sthiti-layodbhava-hetur ādyo. yogeśvarair duratyaya-yogamāyaḥ. kṣemaṁ vidhāsyati sano bhagavāṁs tryadhīśas. tatrāsmadīya-vimṛśena kiyān ihārthaḥ. viśvasya sthiti-layodbhava-hetur ādyo. yogeśvarair duratyaya-yogamāyaḥ. kṣemaṁ vidhāsyati sano bhagavāṁs tryadhīśas. tatrāsmadīya-vimṛśena kiyān ihārthaḥ. viśvasya sthiti-layodbhava-hetur ādyo. yogeśvarair duratyaya-yogamāyaḥ. kṣemaṁ vidhāsyati sano bhagavāṁs tryadhīśas. Mataji's. viśvasya sthiti-layodbhava-hetur ādyo. yogeśvarair duratyaya-yogamāyaḥ. kṣemaṁ vidhāsyati sano bhagavāṁs tryadhīśas. tasmāt tatrāsmadīya-vimṛśena. Word to word meanings. Please repeat after me. Viśvasya of the universe. Yaha, who. Sthiti, maintenance. Laya, destruction. Ubhava, creation. Udbhava, creation. Hetu, the cause. Ādyaḥ, the most ancient person. Yoga-īśvaraiḥ, by the masters of yoga. Api, even. Duratyaya, cannot be easily understood. Yoga-māyaḥ, his yoga-māyā potency. kṣemaṁ, good. Vidhāsyati, will do. Saha, he. Naha, of us. Bhagavān, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Tri-adhīśaḥ, the controller of the three modes of material nature. Tatra, there, asmadīya, by our, vimṛśena, deliberation, kiyān, what, ihārthaḥ, on the subject matter, ihārthaḥ, purpose. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Abhachananda Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. My dear sons, the Lord is the controller of the three modes of nature and is responsible for the creation, preservation and dissolution of the universe. His wonderful creative power, yoga-māyā, cannot be understood easily even by the masters of yoga. That most ancient person, the personality of Godhead, will alone come to our rescue. What purpose can we serve on His behalf by deliberating on this subject? Purport. When something is arranged by the Supreme Personality of Godhead, one should not be disturbed by it, even if it appears to be a reverse according to one's calculation. For example, sometimes we see that the powerful preacher is killed, or sometimes he is put into difficulty, just as Haridas Thakura was. He was a great devotee who came into this material world to execute the will of the Lord by preaching the Lord's glories. But Haridasa was punished at the hands of the Qazi by being beaten in 22 marketplaces. Similarly, Lord Jesus Christ was crucified and Prahlad Maharaj was put through so many tribulations. The Pandavas, who were direct friends of Krishna, lost their kingdom. Their wife was insulted and they had to undergo many severe tribulations. Seeing all these reverse effects, seeing all these reverses affect devotees, one should not be disturbed. One should simply understand that in these matters, there must be some plan of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. The Bhagavatam's conclusion is that a devotee is never disturbed by such reverses. He accepts even reverse conditions as the grace of the Lord. One who continues to serve the Lord even in reverse conditions is assured that he will go back to Godhead, back to the Vaikuntha planets. Lord Brahma assured the demigods that there was no use in talking about how the disturbing situation of the darkness was taking place, since the actual fact was that it was ordered by the Supreme Lord. Brahma knew this because he was a great devotee. It was possible for him to understand the plan of the Lord. Thus ends the Bhaktivedanta purport of the 3rd canto, 16th chapter of Srimad Bhagavatam, entitled The Two Doorkeepers of Vaikuntha, Jaya and Vijaya, Cursed by the Sages. Om Ajnana-timirandasya Jnananjana-shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya-manobhishtam Stapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kada Mahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalam Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathan Vitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Sahagana Lalita Shri Vishakan Vitamsha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dina Bandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Krupa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshtaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swamin Niti Namine Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Deshatarine Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shrivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam karoti vachalam pangum langayate girim nitkrupa tamam mande Shri Gurum Dinataranam Paramanandamadavam Shri Chaitanyeshwaram. Katanjana smrite rismin dushkaram sukaram bhavet visprite viparitam syat Shri Chaitanyam namamitam. Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishtaya Putre Srimate Jaya Pataka Swamiti Namani Namacharya Padanitaya Prabhudayane Gauravata Hare Krishna. So we are at the end of this chapter. This chapter is titled Jaya and Vijaya, doorkeepers of Vaikuntha, Jaya and Vijaya cursed by the sages. Now we know the flow of this entire Bhagavatam which is happening. We are in the third canto. Maitreya and Vidura is still conversing. And Vidura has asked a question about, to explain about Hiranyaksha and the other avatars and what happened with Hiranyaksha. So Maitreya started explaining, and then there comes the conversation where he is explaining about how Brahmaji was explaining to the demigods who came very disturbed. They were disturbed because there was a lot of darkness in the material world. In the entire world, they could not see. The sun and the moon were all becoming little less bright. So they came and asked Brahma. Brahma started explaining about how Diti got pregnant in the evening, which is not recommended. When that was getting explained, he explained why Diti got pregnant with these two demons. So he explained in the last chapter of what is the beauty of the Lord, the beauty of the kingdom of the Lord. Kingdom of the Lord, they explained about how the four Kumaras came. Jaya and Vijaya were there in front of the seventh gate, and then they saw with the raised eyebrows, and the Kumaras became very angry. When the Kumaras became angry, the Lord came out as though nothing has happened. And then he started telling the Kumaras how sorry he is in this chapter. He started speaking about how sorry he is for these actions of his devotees. Then Kumaras got confused. They did not understand what the Lord is saying. But even then they were very happy that the Lord is happy. Yeah? So the Lord is happy, so they were happy. And then the Lord said, whatever you have ordained, that will happen to them. Then the Kumaras had already cursed them, saying that you are not fit to be in Vaikuntha. So the Lord later on reconciled, saying that don't worry, this punishment to Jaya and Vijaya is ordained by me. This was foretold by Lakshmi. Why? Because they had insulted Lakshmi once. And it was foretold by Lakshmi that they will leave Vaikuntha soon. There also, we know that Jaya and Vijaya could have accepted out of the two choices, either 7 births as devotee of the Lord or 3 births as enemy of the Lord, who will keep remembering the Lord in anger. Lord said this. So they chose this because, as I say, in Vaikuntha, Lord wanted to experience Virya Rasa, the rasa of fighting. So there was nobody to fight. It's not like in our house, even though you are the Lord, there is somebody to fight. The Lord, nobody fights because everybody wants to serve. And so in Vaikuntha, nobody wants to be in the Virya Rasa, but taking up Virya Rasa itself is a big service. Like Bhishma took Virya Rasa and he wanted to fight against the Lord, even though he was a big devotee of the Lord. Like that, Jaya and Vijaya selected to take 3 births as demons. And because of them coming down to the womb of Diti, this entire darkness was there. And so the Brahma, in this end of this chapter, Brahma is concluding, saying that we can't do anything, only the Lord has to help us. So in this particular verse, he told that what can we do? What purpose can we serve on his behalf by deliberating on this subject? It is like the entire 3 chapters he has spoken, and Brahma is now saying, what to do? We can't do anything. It's like in my village, the ladies used to fight in front of the borewell pump. They'll fight and then they will speak about some other people. They'll speak about their neighbor and then their neighbor, then neighbor. At the end, they have to go and cook breakfast, no? Then their departing dialogue will be, what to do? Humko kya lena dena? What should we do? Like that, Brahma is now almost saying that what can we do? We can't do anything. So, this entire purport which Prabhupada has written, he is focusing on a main aspect of Krishna consciousness, of how we can be surrendered to the Lord and accept His plan. It is so difficult for us to accept the plan of the Lord when it comes to us. For others we can accept. When somebody comes and asks, why did Parikshit Maharaj get cursed? Then we tell the story, oh, you don't know, he was Vishnu Ratha. He was in the womb of Uttara. The Lord protected him as a Bruni. As a Prishnigarbha, he went inside and protected him. But later on when he came to Shamik Rishi, he was not protected by the Lord. It was the will of the Lord that Parikshit had to be cursed. And so there was a reverse, that great king Parikshit had to die in 7 days. You don't know, this is Bhagavatam. And you say, Parikshit, then Haridas Thakur got beaten in 22 marketplaces. Yes, the Lord had a plan. He was standing behind him. All the lashes were on the back of the Lord. You don't know, this is Chaitanya Charitamrita. We know that when the reverses happen in the devotees in the lives of devotees, it's a plan of the Lord. Prahlad Maharaj was so much tortured. Yes, because without Prahlad Maharaj going through that problems, Hiranyakashipu wouldn't have filled up his share of impiety, and Narsimha wouldn't have come. For us to get Narsimha, Prahlada went through this. This is Bhagavatam. You don't know? But when a small reverse happens in our life, we go and say, how is this fair? I was planning for this particular trip to happen for such a long time. You spoiled this. I'll tell you one small instance from my life. It is always easy to connect the dots. They say, even the great Karmi, Steve Jobs, said they made a very powerful lecture called Connecting the Dots. In that he speaks about how it is easy to look back in life and identify what is happening in his life, and it is very difficult to go in the future. So when I finished my engineering, I thought I will do a course in USA. So I took up a very tough course called GRE. So GRE was written, good score. It took about 1 year for preparation and preparing and then writing. Good score. Then again there is a long process of applying for visa. Once the I-20 comes. I-20 means it is a acceptance from a college. So there were 4 or 5 colleges which gave acceptance to me. So I went and prepared for visa. There are consultants who take money and tell you how to apply. So you have to go collect all the documents. You have to give all the bank statements. They will ask you what all do you have. You have to count each and every screw and nut and bolt in your house and say, this is my asset. And then you have to tell them, this much money I have. I will come back. All those statements you have to give. Then you go in the line, stand in the line from 4 o'clock in the morning. 4 o'clock in the morning you stand for a visa. And then the counter opens at 10 o'clock. But the people are standing at 4 o'clock. So you go stand in the 4 o'clock in the morning. Then you go, your turn comes. And that person takes your passport and your application. He sees it for few seconds and he decides, application received, visa rejected. So 14-15 months of effort can be nullified in 3-4 seconds. When that happens, you don't know where the tears are coming from. It sometimes comes from the ears also. Because you think about all the money you have wasted of your father. And then you're thinking, how much more should I wait again further? If you think about the big colossal effort that is there to even reapply, you feel like tearing your passport also. But you'll come to your senses and you come back and then you pray, what is this? At that time, there is no Krishna consciousness. So for a person not in Krishna consciousness to agree to a reversal is extremely difficult. Extremely difficult. There are so many things which happen in the world. Recently, so many accidents have happened. So many conversations on that. How did that happen? Why did that happen? I was discussing this with some people and they asked me, you think 242 people had the same karma? They all were in the same flight. What is this? God doesn't exist. It's very difficult to agree to a reversal like this, of this huge size. and then say, yes, there is a plan of the Lord. There is a plan of the Lord. It's very, very difficult to accept for practicing devotees when it happens in our own life. Why is it difficult? I just want to get a few responses. I know there's a few people here who can answer. Why is it difficult to surrender? We are attached to the results. Okay. What else? Why is it difficult to accept? Prabhuji? Brahmacharis in saffron should answer. This way. We have our own plan. Very nice, very nice. We have our own plan. Anybody else, Mataji? Why is it very difficult to understand or very difficult to accept? So, the acharyas say that it is difficult to accept our plan, accept Krishna's plan because of a simple concept. Very, very simple, but we reject to accept it. That we don't have surrender. We don't have surrender. If there was surrender, then we would have completely accepted whatever Krishna gives us at whatever stage of our life. Whatever stage of life, whatever reversal happens, if we are confident that it is coming for my purification and the Lord is taking care of me, then there will not be a single tear. That does not mean that people will stop emoting. Even after listening the entire Bhagavad Gita directly, not in parampara, directly from the Lord. Even after hearing the Bhagavad Gita, when Abhimanyu was killed, Arjuna sobbed like nobody. Krishna himself teared up. All the Pandavas were crying. Does not mean that devotees will stop becoming, will become emotionless. No. But accepting the Lord's ordained, what is ordained to us is a function of surrender. What is a surrender? I was just contemplating and I was listening to a few lectures and I was reading a few articles. Surrender, in my understanding, I might be wrong, this is not from any particular purport. Surrender could be of 4 types. One is a surrender which is in inimical background. As basically we are surrendering because we don't have a choice, because our enemy is very, very powerful. Enemy is very powerful, so what do? We surrender. I said, kya kar sakta hai? In desperation. If the enemy is so, if like for example, if somebody like Hitler is standing in front of you, tell my mantra, my Mula mantra, hail Hitler, or else I'll kill you. You have to tell. Or else if you're so pakka with your thought process, then you get killed. So one is to surrender with reluctance. It's like once you're sitting in the flight, you have to surrender to the pilot. You cannot say, "Arey, mere ko lagta hai that pilot is not flying properly, let me go inside the cockpit." They will not allow you. You know, when there is a turbulence in the middle of the air, naturally everybody holds on to their seat. Have you seen? There is turbulence in the air and then hold on to the seat. There is no point in holding to the seat. The entire flight is going down. So it is unnatural, but this is what we do because there is no surrender. If there is surrender to the pilot, pilot has flown for 4,000 hours, he has taken all this thing. We have to surrender because whether we like it or not, there is no other choice. We are seated inside the flight. The flight is enclosed. It is an aluminum body. The door is closed. Your seat belt is on. There is no other method. You have to surrender. This is surrender without a choice. There is second kind of surrender where you surrender for the time being with a plan in mind. Today I will surrender. Tomorrow I will take care of this guy. Today my time is bad. That is why this guy is sitting on me. Tomorrow my time will come. Apna time aayega. And then I will be on top. So surrender with a mood of revenge or with a planning. Even our Ksharakya Pandit teaches the same thing. You have to surrender, but keep planning. Sometimes he says if the enemy is very, very strong, you surrender or retreat or go back or hide. All those things is a matter of surrender. You are not fighting. So second surrender is where you are surrendering with a mood of revenge. Then third is as a matter of duty. You're surrendering as a matter of duty. Gurukul boys surrender to their teacher. Can't do anything. The Mushai is saying something, they have to surrender. They have to say the same shloka again and again. They have to do sabji cutting, they have to do. The teacher, we have to go and surrender in the school. We surrender to the teacher, no. We don't go and choose, this teacher, I don't like her face, I will not surrender to her. No, it's not going to work. We have to surrender to our teacher. Whether we like it or not, we have to surrender. So, or else what will happen? There will be repercussions. This kind of surrender, we know that there are repercussions and we can't do anything. Surrender as a duty. When there is repercussions, what is going to happen? In my school, when I was growing up, nowadays children can't even understand such punishments existed. Okay? They used to throw the entire wooden duster on your face. Okay? Youngsters can't. People who have grown up in 70s and 80s will understand this. Chalk piece used to come and fly on your face. Chalk piece is okay. Duster, the entire duster, which is that too with a wooden back. And then they used to go and hit you on your hand. Not with any small stick, with a cane. And that too not like on the palms, on the rivers, on the knuckles. One of my teachers used to box us on our hands. One of our teachers used to slap us. And parents, they will not come and complain, saying that, why did you slap? They will say, why did you slap him only once? He doesn't listen to me also at home. So the surrender to teacher is different level. My history teacher, she used to walk in and say, Vinod, get out of the house, get out of the class. That was her entry line. So, but we were also very, very happy kneeling down outside. No class. So this surrender is conditional to, because we don't have a choice and we have matter as a duty. And the last type of surrender which Krishna is asking us is to do out of love. This surrender out of love happens between children and parents. When you see these toddlers, when I see this Damodar is sitting here, when children of this size are there with the parents, they have no idea what is happening. No idea. They just trust the hand which is holding them. They have been held by that hand for a very long time. They have the sense that this hand will not do anything to me except feed me or clean me or take care of me, pat me. So this surrender of a child which is there should be there in all devotees. If you see, when I travel outside, I see that the parents are slogging so much to take care of the children. That child is only 3 kgs, the bag for the child is 7 kgs. Because they are carrying everything, they are carrying something like one bed, one bottle, one flask, one hot water. My mother used to carry my entire cradle with her. They used to make a cradle with my father's lungi or my mother's sari, even in a train. So these kind of activities which are done by the parent, the son always remembers, the daughter always remembers. This kind of surrender, knowing that the Lord is Suhrut, He is my ever well-wisher. He is not going to do anything which is detrimental for my progress. Knowing this completely is pure surrender. But what happens is that Krishna keeps on saying, Ma Shucha, don't worry. But our doubt, because of our material conditioning, since we doubt our neighbors, our friends, that doubt percolates even towards Krishna. That doubt, Atmaiva manyate jagat, they say. Atmaiva manyate jagat is an aphorism in Bhagavatam. So what does it mean? It means to say that I think that the other person is exactly like me. So I am not trustable because I cannot have unconditional love towards somebody. That unconditional love is what we call as Krishna Prema. Krishna has unconditional love towards us. It doesn't matter what we do to him. He is always with us. That is the reason Krishna in the Paramatma form is always with us. Regardless of whether I am doing a role of an atheist, whether I am doing a role of a Mayavadi, whether I am doing a role of a Bhakta, a Jnani, Karmakandi, Karmi, doesn't matter. Krishna's Paramatma is there right with us. So that unconditional love, which is not seen in us, and we are not able to understand that Krishna has it. We doubt. Say that, oh, what if Krishna doesn't support me? There is this story where there was a huge cliff, and then the man was hiking it, and then he somehow fell down. He stumbled and somehow he caught on to one branch. He caught on to a branch, and then he was praying, "Oh my Lord, if you are out there, please protect me. Oh my Lord, if you are out there, please protect me. Please save me." Then there was Akashvani. "Leave the branch and I will catch you." Says, "Leave the branch and I will catch you." He couldn't hear it. He was praying to the Lord, and the prayer got answered. Says, "Leave the branch, I will catch you." Then he looked up. Is there somebody else there? Even if the Lord is saying, "Leave the branch, I will catch you," we have held on to those things which we think that we are capable of controlling. My bank account, you know how many crores are there? You know what all I can buy in that. This will protect me. Even if there is a, what is it called? Even if there is a kidney failure, dialysis is already there in Mayapur. My money will save me with my kidney problem. My money will save me if I have a heart problem. My money will save me. I can go to a very good old age home, Nana, Nani. They will take care of me like their own children. Only 1 lakh rupees a month. I have money. People think like this. Money is not going to protect you. Money is not there to save you. So if there is no surrender to Krishna, this kind of thought process is going to be there. So our real Prabhupada, he showed it as in his example of how he was surrendered. In all reverses. If at all there were reverses in somebody's life and well documented, it is our Srila Prabhupada's life. He started a pharmacy. The pharmacy did not work. Then he came, his entire married life was, he was not, it says that it was not very cooperative. Of course, Mataji was very, very nice. Nothing to question her. But Prabhupada writes, saying that she did not have so much of interest in Bhagavatam and Krishna consciousness as much as he had. Then he started the League of Devotees. That did not work. He went to do book distribution in Delhi, and a cow came and hit him. He was fainted on the road. Then he started asking help from his god brothers and god brothers. That did not happen. Then he went on going and asking a ticket to Sumati Murarji Mataji. So many times he got rejected. Then somehow he got a ticket on Jaladuta, a cargo ship. Then he went, on the way he had 2 heart attacks. He could have said, no, please turn towards India. When he got down there, he was nobody to receive. He did not know whether to go to left or go right. Then he went to Butler, Pennsylvania. Not much of support. There were people sitting, listening to his lectures while they were smoking. Then he went to Bowery, New York, East Side, where they said, oh, all the drug addicts are there. He was staying in a room where it was totally outside. If you go, urine smell. All drug addicts. His own roommate had attacked him when he was under the influence of drugs. His entire typewriter, his work were stolen completely. Isn't these reverses? But when devotees go through reversals, their faith becomes higher and higher. Because they can see that there is a hand of Lord in all those activities. They are able to see that. They are able to see that, and that is why they are able to understand that Krishna has asked us to be his devotee. That's it. Mat karma krit mat paramo mat bhakta sangha varjitaha nirvaira sarva bhuteshu. So if Krishna is saying that you be inimical to others, inimical, don't be an enemy to others, you become my devotee and consider me to be your friend, I will take care of you. You will come back to me. But we are not ready to do all those things because this is lack of surrender in all of us, or in me, not all of us. Sorry for saying that. It is for me. I'm speaking for myself. So there is a lack of surrender in the practitioners, and hence that is the reason why we are not able to understand that Krishna is going to protect us. Prabhupada is actually, like with a lot of love, like the parent who's taking care of a toddler, has wrapped us up in a nice, like a towel, and handed us over to Rupa Goswami. We are Rupanugas. And Rupa Goswami with all his scriptures is nourishing us. The Acharyas are nourishing us. There is a devotee company, there is Radha Madhav, there is Panchatattva, there is Narsimhadev, all of us nourishing us. But unless we understand that we have to completely surrender, like how the Acharyas have told us, by giving up material attachments on our own. Material attachments for all of us can come through our own phone, our own association, our own readings, what we see, what we take into ourselves. If we are not focusing on what gets into us, it's going to be very, very difficult. Like, Krishna, where he's so merciful on us, that when he gave the design to be made, human design to be made, he told Brahma, ensure that the ears are open, because I know that they will not open their eyes to see me. They might not walk with their legs to come to my temple. They might not do good charity from their own hand. But either they want it or not, they will listen to my katha somewhere or the other. They should not have the option of closing it on their own. So the design itself is made in such a way that we cannot avoid Hari Katha and the names of the Lord. So it is said in the Gopi Geet that the cows were listening to Krishna's flute with appraised ears. Gavascha Krishna Mukha Nirgatita Venu Geetam Piyusham Uttapita Karnaputam Pibantah. Then the cows were actually standing still without doing anything, just listening to the Lord's flute. So if we are standing still without doing anything, completely surrendered and listening to the Lord, then the Lord is there with us. But we are not able to use our ears, which cannot be closed also, because of lack of surrender. So by our own life, we can understand that we are not, at least I can understand that I have not surrendered. So we should use this human life to surrender, so that we can understand that there is a plan of Lord in every activity which happens in our life. Every activity which happens in our life, the Lord is taking care. His objective is set to get the jiva back to Goloka. So sometimes the jiva comes back to Goloka by taking up brahmacharya, sometimes by grahastha, sometimes by taking sannyasa. Sometimes it could be some jiva, it could be by going through certain troubles. For some jiva, it could be with a lot of money in hand and using that money in charity. For some jiva, it would be no money at all and full austerity. For some jiva, it could be troubles in married life. For some jiva, it could be troubles in childhood. For some jiva, it could be troubles in the office, troubles with other people. So all kind of kleshas we might have. But all those troubles, all those things which is happening to us is with only one purpose: to align us towards the Lord, to come back to Godhead. So if we are able to understand that there is a hand pushing me, but pushing me towards the Lord, then that surrender will slowly come in me, hopefully. Thank you very much. Any comments, any questions? Yes, ma'am.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Thank you very much for a very nice class. I have this doubt, Prabhuji, that yeah, I understand that everything is arranged by the Lord, but how much our karma is behind this, because I must have done something wrong, so that's why it's happening. So how can I always say that it is the arrangement of the Lord? It could be just me. So this doubt is there in my head, that how do I understand this?
It's a natural, valid question, saying that if everything is ordained by the Lord, what am I doing? I'll sit in one room, do nothing. So
It's specifically about the reverses. Like
reverses, yeah, of course. See, reverses, it is our, Prabhupada said one thing. I'll answer your question, but Prabhupada said one thing, that karma is very difficult for us to understand. We cannot say, by doing this, we'll definitely get this. Okay? So he's saying like, okay, if you go put your card inside the machine, put the pin, you will get money. This is natural, normal. But doing all those things, you might not get money. Sometimes there is no money in the ATM. Sometimes the card gets stuck. Sometimes there is no internet. Sometimes there is no money in your bank account. You cannot just punch in whatever you want and expect a result because it is being told. So there is an angle of karma. Our previous activities definitely have an impact on our current, because we have to go through our reactions to that. Tattenu kampam susamikshamaano bunjana eva atmakritam vipakam. So we have done something of our own. We have to go through that. That is there. That is one part. But whatever we get, it is said it is karmana daivanetrena. It is by our karma and also what is ordained by the Lord. Sometimes, as we say, when the acharyas say, that the devotees say, that when our file moves from the desk of Maya to the desk of Krishna, if there is, for example, even a devotee gets hurt, there is some cut in the hand, it is said that we have to understand that because we are trying to practice Krishna consciousness, Krishna is taking care of what we should get and what we should not get. So even though Maya has ordained the entire hand to be cut, Krishna says one slash on the hand and that is equal to this. So whenever reverses happens, it is under the monitoring of Krishna. Whether we are devotees or not, it is true. But as non-devotees, the entity which gives us our reversals is Maya. As devotees, the entities which gives us our reversals is yoga-māyā, Krishna. I'll tell you one example. In Bangalore, there was one devotee, Anadi Jagannath Prabhu. I don't know him so personally, but I have seen him in action. One of the best devotees I've seen. So caring, he's always working for devotees and he's always taking care of devotees. On a rainy day a few days ago, he was going on his bike and there was an open sewage. All the water was going inside it. He did not see. His bike went inside it and he died on the spot. When we heard that this particular devotee has died such a gruesome death in terms of material terms, we were like so disturbed. Like, what is this? He was so good. That's what, then when we read a few purports and when we spoke to a few devotees, we could understand that Krishna has a better plan for him. This is what we have to understand. This is what the truth is. We might have seen that one chapter of one devotee has got closed in front of our eyes in a way we think is wrong. Who are we? We think it's wrong. We think it was wrong for me not to get a visa also. Right? Because of that, so many things could have happened. But we are not able to understand because our brains are tiny, our understanding is tiny, our focus, our vision is limited. We can only see one line or one little paint. When you defocus and see the entire cosmic manifestation and our little role in that which Krishna is able to see, but he is taking care of us also. The way he's taking care of us like a small baby. He wants us to come back to him, and hence he's just nudging us and pushing us. And sometimes, like how the mother gives a very bitter medicine to the child, but the intention is to cure the child of the fever, we get reversals from the hands of the Lord. That bitter, when we hear that bitter medicine, or when we see that bitter medicine being served, we can't understand. The child is not able to understand. The child says, what kind of an enemy are you? You are putting this bitter thing into my mouth. You are my biggest enemy. Right? When one of my friends was rejected to be sent to Goa for a trip, he fought with the parents like a true enemy. But then when all his friends who went there met with an accident, then he thought, oh, it was good that I did not go. We can't understand. See, sometimes the results are there for us to see. We can understand, oh, I did not go there, those people met with an accident, so I was safe. But sometimes it is not visible within one's lifetime. Only when when Bharata got the body of a deer and then became Jadabharata, are we able to connect the dots? Oh, the Lord's mercy is still there when he was a deer. He was born in a particular place, but he went and stayed in that Pulakashrama, and he had association of devotees. Even in the body of a deer, Krishna gave him the memory of being a Bharata. And then as Jadabharata, he got the entire complete Krishna Prema. We don't know. It was connected through lifetimes. When Chitraketu Maharaj was actually cursed by Parvati, Mata, then we did not know what could happen. He became a Asura. But before, when he actually got a son, we were thinking, oh, jubilation, he got a son. But the son died by poisoning of the co-queens. So which one is a reversal, which one is a not? Getting a son was a reversal, or the son dying is a reversal? Getting cursed by Parvati Mata is a reversal, or getting killed by Indra is a reversal? Which one is a reversal? We know nothing is a reversal. Everything is as per plan. But Chitraketu thought it was a reversal. He did not have a son when he spoke to Angira Maharaj, Angira Rishi. He said, oh, I don't have a son. That's a reversal for a king. But then you will get a son, but he'll be Harsha Shoka. Oh, it's okay. So we are not able to understand what is a reversal, what is not a reversal. Just play along. Only when you understand that the person who is taking care of is your best friend, will you think that, okay, I'm in it blind. When one of my close friends, when he does a plan, I go in it blind. Because I know that he plans very, very well. If somebody else plans, I think I'll ask all the questions. Did you take care of this? Did you take care of that? Did you take care of that? So to understand what is a reversal and what is not a reversal is very, very difficult. To have the faith that nothing is a reversal is being Krishna conscious. Nothing is a reversal. Very difficult easier said than done. But nothing is a reversal. Everything is as per his plan. Either we are going through what we earned, or we are going through what we deserve. But in either ways, we are going towards Krishna. Does it okay? Thank
you so much.
Thank you so much. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna. You have a question?
Hare Krishna. Prabhuji, thank you for the class. You said regarding this point that we don't even understand what is a reversal, and just before few points you were saying that we don't know what is a reversal and what is favorable for us also. For some devotee a good lot of income, that is good, and for some devotees like if not proper married life or grihastha ashram is also good for. So in such a situation, suppose for example the grihastha ashram is not going on properly, like Srila Prabhupada, how does this devotee understand that this is a plan of Krishna? Because the natural way to react is to try to settle down properly. See, how do we understand this?
Even before becoming a devotee, I used to say this. Even now it is applicable. Whatever good only will happen, the rest doesn't happen. So if you have found a particular spouse, that is what you are supposed to have. You know, it is said that you have to be satisfied with three things and dissatisfied with three things. What should you be satisfied with? The first thing which you have to be satisfied with is your spouse. Whether you have a spouse, don't have a spouse, or whatever spouse you get, you should be satisfied with that. You should be satisfied with the money which you get. Second thing, you should be satisfied with the prasadam which comes on your plate. What happens is when we are eating, everything comes according to our wish. We are just looking at the plate and eating. Whenever that second rasgulla doesn't come only, we are like, why did you put? More than not getting, we are saying, why did you give it to him, not give it to me? This is our problem. That devotee is getting, why am I not getting? So these three things we should be satisfied with. Three things we should not be satisfied with is our chanting, our reading of the scriptures, and our charity. So whatever Krishna gives us, we should be satisfied with it. Whatever we do with what we get, we should not be satisfied. He has given us this body. We should not be satisfied with the Krishna conscious activity which we do. The day you say, I am a pure devotee, I am done, I have reached the perfection, done. So the day we say that my chanting is perfect, done. Can't do. Even the most perfect chanter, Bhurijana Prabhu himself, who has done so much of chanting, he says that you have to improve. So that, and reading scriptures, so many Bhagavad we have, they themselves are reading again and then they continue reading again and again. That should not be satisfied with. And the charity which we give, we should not be satisfied with. So, but I don't know whether this answers your question or not, but we should understand that whatever we get, whoever we get as a spouse, that is exactly whom we deserve. Good or bad or ugly, doesn't matter. If we have this confidence, is okay. Or else what will happen, even in Vaishnava communities, we see that people go towards divorces. There is no mantra to undo a wedding. There is no mantra to undo a Vedic wedding. So, see, it might be very difficult. Sometimes we have to go. It is like difficult to give a one-size-fits-all answer to this, especially in a sensitive case like a marriage. But one understanding we should have is whomever we have is the right person for us. And whatever we are doing, we should try to be the best of the spouse that we are from our side.
So, Prabhuji, basically accepting that reversal, we can...
yes, we have to... This is not a reversal. See, reversal is when you say, I deserve something better, I am having this. It is not a reversal when you say, whatever comes to me is the right thing. It is not a reversal. It's like you go to the railway station and you board a train. Where do you want to go? You don't know where you want to go. So whichever train you sit is good, no, because you just want to go to the journey. So like that, there is nothing called a reversal for us. Whatever comes our way is the thing which we wanted to get, which we were supposed to get. This is my understanding. There are many ways to answer this possibly. This is what is coming to my mind. And it's time. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Granth Srimad Bhagavatam ki Jai, Srila Prabhupada ki Jai. Go Premananda. Srila Prabhupada.